Hey guys, I wanted to share with you my Shabby Chic mixed media frame or mixed media canvas that I created. I created this for the swap over at Creating the Crafty Life, and this is super fun, and I cannot wait till my partner gets this. This was my first mixed media, playing with mixed media, and this was also my first canvas. So I was really excited to have, really doing a lot of experimenting and playing around on this, and I love it. And I almost don't want to give it away because I just love it so much. But, so I'll go ahead and just show you what I did. So first, this is an 8x8 canvas, and I sprayed it down the background with a few different sprays. I sprayed it with the Cosmopolitan Pink, and it's a Starburst spray by Lindy Stamp Gang, and I love this color. It's like pink with a touch of peach, which is my favorite shade of pink. And then I also did it with the Seagrass Green, really pretty color green. I love that, very pretty. So those were the two colors in the background, and I just kind of sprayed one color and then went over it with the other color and just let them blend together. And it was this really pretty, shabby chic, but it kind of felt like a spring garden kind of effect. So it was very pretty. Then I went with the Nature Garden Prima pad, and it's a 6x6 pad, and I had I wasn't sure what paper I wanted to use, so I went with colors first, and then I ended up finding this sheet here, and it was perfect. And it has green, and then has the little touch of that peachy pink, and it has fairies, and it was just a really pretty paper pad. So that's what the paper in the background is. And I distressed it. I really weathered the edges to just, give it a really pretty distressed weathered look. And then I started with this frame here. And this frame is from Michaels, and this is actually the larger frame. This is not the $1.50 frames. They have in a different section. They have these ones for $2, so they're probably about an inch larger or so. And so I really like this one, and it was white. And so what I did was I took just some acrylic paint to match the sprays, and I mixed it with a little bit of my gesso, the acrylic paint. And then I just brushed it over, just randomly both colors. And then I took my walnut stain and I went over the edges just to darken it up for some contrast. And then in the back here I used some of this daisy lace. And I used to have this in my shop, guys, and I'm sorry, it's all out of stock. This is just the last little bit I had in my stash. And I sprayed it down again with the Starburst sprays. I actually took a paintbrush and I went over it once I had it all laid down, and it's all glued and gathered in the back of the frame. And then I went with this huge flower cluster, probably the biggest one I've ever done, and I just went crazy. I just kept adding flowers, and it came out really gorgeous. I really like it. And all the flowers were originally white, and I did the same thing on all the flowers. I sprayed them with the pink first, and then I sprayed with this. And you don't directly spray the flowers when you do the green. You kind of do one side, or just a mist, and then you just kind of let the colors blend together however. And I did some that was a little bit more darker with the green, some that more darker with the pink, and a lot of, two-toned, and that's kind of what it came out and looked like. And there's tons of flowers on here. There's like the little mini roses from my shop. There's the cherry blossoms from my shop, the sweetheart blossoms. There's the small gardenias, some of the rosebuds. And it's all over. And then I also got some of the flowers. Oh, and I believe this is the trellis rose, I think this is the trellis rose that I carry. And then I have some that are from I Am Roses, like these larger flowers, and then some of these slightly smaller roses. And then I went ahead and I used some of the green leaves, and I distressed those as well, and I used some of the white gesso paint, and I just went over them. And I also went over all the flowers and everything on this canvas with a little bit of gesso on all the tips and stuff, just a more distressed kind of mixed media feel. It came out really pretty too. And then I added some wheat leaves, and these wheat leaves are actually originally clear. And I just went to town with gesso, and I did several layers on top of them. And there's ones back here too. So they have a really nice white, and they're textured. And then I used these little white doves. This one is like the little mini one, and then this one here's the small one. And they actually have a like a coating on them, and it's like a pearly, you know, shiny coat. So I also went over the white gesso on these. And then if you keep going up over here, there is a flower cluster up here as well, and this is one of those huge gardenias from Iron Roses. Some more the smaller roses, the little mini roses, and then the rosebuds. And then if you can see, there's some pearl that kind of links everything together. You know, you just follow the pearl, and it wraps up around here. And then when you come down over here, you there's these little banners. And for the little banners, I use this Epiphany Crafts punch. And this is so cool. I've had it for a while and haven't used it on anything yet, and I'll definitely be using this a lot because this was really cool. And what it is you buy the punch, and you buy these little sticky like acrylic pieces, and they're dimensional. They're, you know, they bubble. They have like a little bubble to them, and you stick them in here. And then you stick the paper down in here, and they are sticky, so they stick to the paper, and then you push everything and you punch it, and it all comes together, and it's just really cute. So you can basically make your own little embellishment. And I just used a different paper line, or different paper from the same Prima line, and it's actually the same sheet that I used here in the picture frame. If I can find it, I will show you exactly which one I used. Okay, this is actually what the paper looked like. And what I did is I cut out this image here to go in the frame, so you can see that it's in there. And then what I did was I whitewashed the edges of the picture. Instead of using, like, you know, the dark distress ink, since it's Shabby Chic, I kind of went with the white, which came out really pretty. And then, oh, I think I actually forgot to tell you, like, what I did in the background here. You can see it better over here. I used, this template, which is so cool. Sorry for the glare. This is the mini bricks template, which the bricks, and it's mini because it's the 6x6 template. And this is by the Crafters Workshop, and it's so cool. I have a ton of their templates in my shop, including this one. I just restocked it, and I love this. This was so cool. And then I used the modeling paste by Golden. I've not super familiar with different modeling pastes, but this is the one that I went with first, and I really do like it. And I'll be experimenting more, making my own modeling paste and stuff, so I'll let you guys know about that. But I used it down here and up here in the corner as well. It's a little harder to see up here. But it's just really cool, and it has like this dimension, and you can make the dimension as thick as you want. I actually originally had it like 1/8 of an inch, which was a little too high for me, but it had a lot of cool dimension. It was just a little high for this particular project. But then it's just really, really cool. And then I distressed all these little edges. I went over it with the walnut stain just to give it a little bit more contrast. Okay, so we're following this pearl, and come over here. And I made a bow also for the first time. Every time I make a bow, they never come out good. But this time, it came out gorgeous. So I was really happy. And I also sprayed this down with the same Lindy sprays as well. And then this little pearl here is from my stash. I think I got these from Leslie Owens. And she's KB Girly Girl. She was selling them on Facebook several months ago. And I don't think she has any more. But I used it and I love it. And then the pearl I wrapped around this spray. This spray is I believe from Prima, and I've had this for a long time, so I don't think this is available anymore. But I even sprayed the spray itself with the colors, just to, you know, everything to blend in together. And then so the pearl comes down here, and it ends down here as part of the little spray. I think that's it actually. I went over, oh, and then I also did the edges, and, oh, that's really hard to see. Okay, there you go. And I put this really pretty lace, and it's sprayed, and it's sprayed with the same 2 colors, so, and so are the edges of the canvas as well. And sorry if it's, I like stumble with my words a little bit. I went to the dentist today, so my mouth is a little numb still. But anyway, so that is my canvas. I had a lot of fun doing it, so definitely look out for more canvases. I'm going to be doing a class on a mixed media canvas later this month. And I believe it's going to be for CCL, so it's going to be a CCL class. I'll have a video up and everything, and it'll be posted on Facebook and on Creating the Crafty Life website. The class info and all the supplies that you'll need. And I'm going to be doing a lot of mixed media on that one as well, so I'll try to do more, maybe some more tutorials or more like start to finish projects on here. I wanted to do that for this one, but since this one was, you know, my first one, I didn't want to have like a 5-hour video that I needed to edit. So I hope you guys have had fun looking at this, and let me know if you have any questions. Oh, before I go, I did forget one thing. When I was all done, I just masked over this little area right here, and then I took my sprays, and then I just sprayed over everything. Just more coverage and more color. And so, and of course I told you I whitewashed everything too. So that's my canvas, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and if you want more pictures, and a list of the supplies that I use, please visit my blog. It's mbtreasurista.blogspot.com, and that link will be down in the description box below as well. And you can also see this on Facebook or on Creating the Crafty Life. If you guys want to join swaps like this one, please head on over to creatingthecraftylife.com and just join up, and it's free and there's lots going on. So you guys have a wonderful day. Bye!